Hey everybody, welcome to Mammoth Interactive's YouTube channel. First of all, I want to thank you for watching this video. And remember that this channel doesn't do Patreon. Instead, we sell our digital courses down below. And every single dollar that we get from the products you buy below goes into making more content. The best way to help out this channel and Mammoth Interactive is to subscribe to Mammoth Interactive's huge library of content. Get thousands of hours and hundreds of courses for a low price down below. We have a monthly option and a yearly option. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the video.
Hey everyone, let's take a look at one final project to take a look at something that you can do that's useful in Excel and something that I see people do all the time. So again, I'm just going to raise this up here and I'm just going to call this item and we're going to call this cost, and there we go. Okay, and one thing I guess you could do is you could do total here, and what I like to do, or what a lot of people like to do, is they do the items. So we could say something like, and what they're going to do is they're going to track their expenses. So their expenses are something like, coffee. You can say pretty much anything. Let's say lunch or sushi here, right? And you can see the idea of what would happen here. I'm going to pause the video and just enter in a bunch more items. So as you can see, I have basically all these items here, and then you can add in maybe the cost here. So, something like this, something like that. That's too much. But you start to get the idea. And, movies, $15, concert, $100, ski, hotel, spa. All right, so you get the idea here, and all you need to do is add in the sum, and there you go, and you can see that this is the total cost here. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and let's add in the cost here. So what this is supposed to do is that this is supposed to basically show you what you're spending your money on. And lots of people like doing this. It's up to you whether you think that this is a good idea or not. But if, for example, you wanted to move this over one, there we go, and you can see that you can just basically add your items in here, and you can of course do this by month. So let's say this is May, etc. And then if you wanted to duplicate this, we can make this June, right? Maybe change some of the items up here so it's more here, and of course you can even make your own main page here. So this is one of the things that, again, I like to do personally. All right, at least sometimes I do my costs for my business. On my personal side, I don't really do it as much, but this is something that you can do, and we can call this main, and we'll just say total spent, and you can basically add in equals sum, and then you can say June, and then we can find the exact one here, and then right, and then we can add this in here as well. We can say that this is May, and then F3. Right, and you can see that you have the total spent here. And if you really want to, you can break this down. So some people, what they do is they add in the coffee, and it's this long list here. So if you're buying coffees, then you just add in all the coffees on the row here, and then you add that up together. In fact, let's go ahead and let's do that with this particular one here. So we can say that this is the total cost, and let's move this up here, right? And then we can say it's the items here. So I'm just going to do 5, and I'm going to actually select all of these and make these numbers. Okay, so I'm just going to basically copy this all out here. So you can just basically get the idea. And I'll just copy this out here, right? And then all I would do is I would do the sum of, well, of course you have to do equals, of course. It would be equals sum. And, we would make that like that here. And of course, you don't want to do that here. You want to actually just say the sum and, maybe make it pretty far out there. And there you go. Okay, so you can see it's 35 here. And, you can see that, well, it's a lot of expenses, but you get the idea, right? So maybe you might, remove some of these here. Like you don't go skiing every week. I mean, that's maybe a little bit ridiculous, and you don't go to your hotel every week. But, you might buy gas some of the time, and, we don't really need the latte anymore, so we can just delete that there, right? Move this all up one, and you're starting to get the idea, right? And I'm just gonna actually do that here. But anyway, nevertheless, you can see that this is another way that people do it, and so you can see, like, if the coffee one goes way out here, you might think, well, maybe you're spending too much time and too much money on coffee. So you get the idea, right? So, the farther out you go here, the more you're spending on a per item basis. And that's maybe not the best thing to do. So again, it's all about visualization. All right. So thanks for watching. This concludes this little crash course. I'll let you know that the rest of the course here is really awesome. So see you in the next tutorial.